It's me.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Hey Alexis, what's going on, love? I feel it, just probably resting and relaxing. It's a little hot out. My appointment went well. I know I need to get my walk in for the day, but I want to skip exercising. I might do something at home exercises. It's just too hot to walk today. I don't feel like sweating that much. No, I am not. I went to my therapy appointment. I have a really good therapist. Matter of fact, I don't know to the exact degree it is, but it is hot. I went to the mall, got some food, looked around a little bit because I haven't been to the mall in a minute. So it was nice to kind of like see what updates they had. Like they got new different restaurants in the food court and everything like that. I'm like, oh, okay. I see y'all. Ooh, it's 88, so almost 90. That's close to 100 to me. I knew I wasn't tripping. I'm like, it is hot. And then it didn't help that I had like this. I was wearing black. You know, when you wear black and it's hot, you're even hotter. So I set myself up there. Yes, yes. I'm glad I chose her because when I first started going there, they were like, does it matter if you get like a male or a woman and blah blah. Like they were like doing that kind of thing. I'm like, oh yes, it matters. I want a woman, and and then I got her, and I was like, yeah, I'll never switch. I know 88 is diabolical. It's crazy. It's insane. uh, Even with my OBGYN appointments and stuff like that, like I just be like, a woman. Because I know how men can get, and I've been traumatized with men in the past, and I feel like most women have been traumatized with men. Whether that was sexually or just they've been cruel or whatever the case may be. It's like I'm more comfortable if a woman does it, because yeah. Exactly. I don't want no weird stuff going on. I mean, granted, nobody's perfect. It could be women out there that's sick like that as well. But 9 times out of 10, it's gonna probably be like a man. So that's why I be like, give me a woman. Yeah, and I just knew I couldn't, especially. I mean, in any scenario, really. But like with the therapy, I was thinking like I can't tell them the sexual traumatic things that I went through. That would be so like I don't know. I'm glad I had a woman. That would be so uncomfortable because it's like I'm talking about your gender too to you, and then it's like I don't know, it's weird. And then what if I get some type of creep that try to convince me that that's okay, even though I know it ain't, and they wouldn't be able to convince me. But who knows? What if it's some type of sick creep therapist that's like, oh, were you in the wrong, or trying to take up for their gender or something weird? I don't know. So I was like, no, I'm good. And I could tell some of the other therapists there were kind of like upset that like I didn't choose them or other people weren't choosing them, and they were going like to the person I go to kind of thing. Like they just hoping I switch over. I'm like, I'm good. Mm-mm, mm-mm. I want to go to those. I think it's called Bontico Garden thingies or something. I want to go to one of those. There's a few places I want to go, like a few events I want to do, a few traveling. Again, I can't wait to travel next month. Let me fix this. Here we go. Yeah, I want to go. Do you? You been there? No, that's right. No, that's nice. Dang, I need more ice. I bet. Ooh, I'm just so ready for this new chapter in my life. I really am. I need it now more than anything. Now than ever. She said, "Go, girl. Let me see what you got. Run it on up to the top. And when the music stop, you ain't gotta stop." Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Ooh, can you? See, that's my type of thing. I love me some herbs. I really do. You mind if I grab a little bit of ice real quick? This drink is just not cold enough for me. It's not given. But thank you, love. You can post your question whenever you're ready. Oh, I don't want to weigh nobody down. I'll be fine. Definitely thank you for like your support and your concern. Yeah, I definitely have. A lot of us been through a lot, but all we can really do is like push forward, and make the best of it instead of being stuck in our pain. Somebody said that earlier, and I was like, dang, that's a really good way to look at it. Like I truly have been like stuck in my pain. It's like things happen at a time, and I just choose to like dwell on it for a long time instead of course you got to have that time and grieve and heal and do what you got to do, but eventually you get back up and you move forward. And it feel like for me it was just like I've been in this victim mentality, like yeah, I'm a victim, but it's like I don't have to continue to keep on being a victim and just staying in my pain. It's like I should be like living my best life, you know what I mean? I shouldn't have to keep like overthinking and wondering and dwelling and because of what happened in my past, and the past is long gone, and I'm still stuck here crying and complaining about it and making excuses when I can instead be living my best life and taking those lessons with me if they are beneficial, you know what I mean? So I'm like, you know what, I'm done with that. I'm fed up with my dang on self. I can no longer stay in this pity. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna grab some ice real quick because this is pitiful. It's like they gave me like three ice cubes and that was it. And it's like that didn't do anything. back in this thing. Like I'm out of breath because I am. Ah. And I know some people that's been through worse than me, but still, like all of our pains matter. No matter if somebody been like through worse stuff than you or not, like all of it matters. You know, everybody still has a right to feel that pain and feel how they feel. You know. You say, is there anything you need to know about your relationship? Oh man, I do not have to be out of breath like this. Like I can get a little bit, but dang. And I've been working out and stuff, but I mean I've been eating too, so it's kind of been like a little balance. Whatever. Good record in here for Alexis Barber, please, Spirit. Thank you. Good record in here for Alexis Barber, please, Spirit. Thank you. Is there anything that Alexis needs to know about their relationship? Hey, Fatima, what's going on, love? Is there anything that Alexis Barber needs to know about their relationship? Let's see if we get anything different. I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be just about the same as what we've been getting. But if there's anything different, definitely let you know. Yes, I'm still taking donations. I kind of just got on not too long ago. Ooh, yes. Happy early birthday, Chanel bag. Go Inkley. Okay. Well, you talking about like wanna oh, you might be, I don't know. You want like those little jewelry things go on your foot, your ankle or your foot, or like what's that other one? I can't remember. Oh. But do you? Yes. Hope you get it. Random thought. You better manifest it. You can still ask it if you want. I'm just letting you know. I do have the cards out here already, so I mean, I hate to put cards back, but okay, let me know, Fatima. Thank you. Am I delayed? I hope the live stream is not delayed. It seems like it. Maybe a couple seconds. Remember, this is a buy one get free yes or no along with it. So no, Alexis, maybe if you had like a different other question in mind, maybe you can ask that for your free yes or no, or whatever you feel like it after this. The first thing I'm hearing is like get more comfortable in this relationship. So again, that's why I said some things might still be the same, being that it's the same question for like past couple of days, which is no problem. Again, if it's like more different, then I'll let you know. But I'm hearing like again, be more like open your heart and stuff like that. Get more comfortable. I'm even hearing like maybe go skinny dipping like with your partner. That maybe can like bring y'all closer or so, or like get each other to be like a little bit more like loose, let y'all hair down. I just heard get jiggy with it, kind of thing. Maybe go to a not a yoga class, could be, but it's one where it's like they kind of like help partners get a little bit more closer physically. Though you might not really do talking or anything like that, but you might like, hold each other's chest. Do different like little activities that's like supposed to like bring couples together. Thank you for teaming us out. I add you right after Alexis here. So probably about 15 minutes, and then if you got to step out and come back in that time, feel free. Do what you have to do, or maybe a little longer because we do have yes or no that comes along with this. So maybe like 20 minutes. Um, but yeah, you love skimming dipping. Yes, it could have been like I feel like for you and your person, you're more so not that y'all don't find each other physically attractive. Um, it could be more so that y'all are more attracted to each other like soul and spirit than you are attracted to each other physically. It could have been like where maybe one or both of you didn't like the other person until they kind of got to know them a little more. Which again, there's nothing wrong with that. Some connections is like you see the person right away and you're instantly attracted, like, oh, they look fine, they look good, they handsome. It's other connections where, maybe you didn't think the person was hideous or ugly, but you also didn't get that, oh my God, I'm finna melt, and like, oh my gosh, I really want this person. But it's like that personality, it kind of grew on you kind of thing. Yeah, so I feel like maybe you guys are choosing to like grow in love instead of like fall in love now. So like building a stronger bond. Yeah, spirits asking you to like think of what like can help y'all build a stronger bond, or maybe you already know but you're not putting any effort into that. Yeah, I heard if you're not single, don't act single. Ooh. Yeah, like if this is an active partnership, then it needs to be like an active partnership. Yeah, I feel like you guys will over time learn to be there more for each other during like tough times here. I feel like this could be like your energy, and let me know if I'm wrong. If not, then it's definitely gonna be your person's energy, maybe even both of you. But I feel like for somebody, they kind of are not opening up and letting the other person be there for them, or they're like pushing the other person away when they're going through like tough times, kind of thing. And it's like they don't get back to that person until they're feeling more better up, and they have less stress or less things going on, and then it's like talking and dealing with that person kind of thing. But it's like somebody needs to again open up their heart more and like allow that other person to be there for them. Sounds like him, yeah. So he, not only you both could have like need to be like opening up your heart chakra. But it's like if one of you start to open up your heart chakra, that could potentially help the other person to open up their heart chakra, and then you both have your hearts open kind of thing. But again, I got this in your other reads too. It's like y'all are closed off, you know, towards one another. Because again, like remember in that last read, I don't know if it was the one before this or what, but it was like y'all both have fears about certain things, but sometimes it's a little bit of like you both have fears, but y'all can have fears about different things. So again, it's like y'all both are like a little closed off to each other. He shuts down and disappears. Yeah, and that's I won't say that's normal, but I will say that different people react to like trauma, depression, and insecurities and different things in different ways. Like for one person, when they're depressed, like me, for example, when I'm depressed, I shut down. Another person that when they're depressed, they might cry out for help and go scream and go ask anybody to like help them and vent to them and different things. Like everybody when they're going through some type of stuff reacts differently, and it could just be like you learning each other and how each of you react when you're going through something and how you can kind of like comfort your partner. Because again, you might when you go through that type of stuff, who knows how you react, and then for him he just like totally shuts down, you know what I mean? And it could be because he's assuming that, oh, nobody would care. Maybe other people in his life in the past didn't care, so he assumes that you wouldn't care, kind of thing. And so before you even get to show him that you care, he kind of, you know, closes off. And maybe he did listen, but maybe he doesn't know how to comfort. Maybe that's something he'll have to learn is how to comfort you, and then you have to learn how to comfort him once again. Oh, I'm sorry. My condolences. Oh, I'm sorry. And maybe that's something that they're going to start to learn is how to comfort you. Not everybody's good at comforting people, let's be honest. Not everybody's good. But definitely, I feel like it's just the energy of them needing to learn. I don't think it's the energy if they didn't care. I think it's the energy of them needing to learn to like be there and comfort you and like really see like how you're feeling, kind of thing. I can admit that I'm a little ashamed of um, when one of my exes was going through a passing of a family member. I wasn't there as much, and it's not that I didn't care. I think, and I can be totally honest and take accountability. I was a little selfish at that time, where I was so more so worried about fixing the connection between the two of us than what he was going through. So I was there a little bit, like, I would support him, write cards, do little different things, but I could have definitely been there more than I was for him. And I can definitely admit that. Yeah, sometimes it's not always that the person doesn't care. Maybe they're going through their own stuff. Maybe they do have to take accountability. Maybe they were a little selfish. Maybe it was something else. But again, communication is always key. So, you know, maybe that's something to bring up. I remember this one girl. I don't know her like that, but like she was in the same scenario with as you. Like her father passed and stuff like that. But the guy wasn't her boyfriend. He was like a friend or whatever. And she had one day. She didn't want to bring it up, but one day she just couldn't help it. She spilled and was like, you weren't there, blah 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 blah. And he went on. He apologized and stuff. He got better at being there for her. He let her know that like it was nothing personal. I was going through my own demons and this was going on, and they hashed it out. So sometimes it's not always like, oh, I just didn't care. It might be something else. Yeah. Sometimes we can only see our own pain, and we don't really stop to notice other people's pain, and what they're going through. Even if they didn't tell you what they were going through, they might have been going through something as well. Yeah, it might have been like this push pull energy with you guys. Have you gone to like couples therapy? That could be something that is really beneficial. If it's like a lot of trauma that you think you have to get past with this person. Because again, if you don't forgive or heal that, then you're always gonna probably have some type of like resentment or defensiveness or fears or, you know, closed off heart chakra towards this person. I just heard where you see yourself in 5 years. So maybe this is something I don't know. Have you guys had this talk together, like where you see each other in like 5 years, or where y'all see y'all own connection together in 5 years and stuff? What's your vision and your plans and stuff like that? Like, have you even thought about like the type of ring you would want, the type of wedding you would want, the type of like, how would y'all raise your children, or how you would change to raise your children? Because maybe right now you have certain rules, but maybe you feel like, you know what, there needs to be a change, or other aspects of your connection. Because again, I think in the last read too, it was like, don't just focus on one thing as this connection, whether it's like, oh, all you focus on is the past hurt that happened between the two of y'all, or all you focus on is the good sex that you had, or it's like it could be like one thing that you, or maybe even both of you, is solely focusing on in this connection, and it's causing it to be like very unhealthy. Yeah, it's like you're seeing opportunities as obstacles, and you could also be seeing like obstacles as opportunities, kind of thing. Like things could be like kind of misconstrued. Yeah, I heard somebody needs a reality check, wake up call. Yeah, I just heard like, remember, this is your soulmate, not just some guy off the street. And maybe they need to remember that too. Like, this is your soulmate, not just any old girl you saw pass on Instagram. Like, you guys have to remember that y'all have a bond, y'all have a connection here. Y'all are soulmates, kind of thing. You kind of got to move a little differently here than you were. You know what I mean? Yeah. What happened to making his favorite foods, or he buying your favorite snacks, and like what happened to some of the stuff? just rem- just just think about what has been working so far in your connection and what hasn't. Remember in the last three I said, um think about the good that they done for you despite all like the bad, kind of thing, because you kind of got to look at both. And you said, oh, he ran my bath water, he gave me all this money, da da da. That's good. It's good to look at both of them, and not just all the bad that happened or all the good that happened. It's good to look at both of them, pros and cons. You know what I mean? Because that helps you to like, is this really worth it, or what could possibly need to be changed? What areas is it like, matter of fact, that's not my person. They're not to blame. I just need to work on more self love. Or what areas is like, oh, actually, they do need to take accountability. Or what areas, because it could be like you blaming them for everything or pointing a finger for everything. But it's like, no matter what connection, like nobody's perfect and we all play a role. It's not always just one person that's at fault in a connection. It's both of you, you know? You have your flaws or issues. He has his flaws and issues. It's not just all him. And even if you weren't in the wrong, what did you do to like contribute some things, or what did you allow for some things? I remember when I got in this altercation with someone, I'm not going to say who it was. um yeah, they were in the wrong, but I was kind of in the wrong too, because I'm the one who took it to the farthestness that made it go farther than it probably should have. I'm the one who initiated that part. But also, again, they were wrong for like provoking. But it's all to say that certain things could be avoided and worked through and hashed out without crossing boundaries, is basically the point that I'm trying to get at. So yeah, it's like learning to control your emotions, learning to control. I'm so sick of them. I am. Learning, they ride past all the time with that. But yeah, learning to control your emotions, learning to control your anger or whatever the case may be. Like learning to control what you can control and leaving what you cannot control. You know, you can only control yourself. You can't control the other person. You can only control how you react, what role you play, what you allow, what you contribute, what you agree on, what you decide, your boundaries, your morals, your deal breakers, your wants and needs, you know what I mean? I can go on and on. But you cannot control the other person. You can hope for the best that they show up in the way that you desire, but you cannot force or control it. It has to come naturally. You know, and sometimes things take time. Maybe he's not a good comforter right now, but that doesn't mean he can't learn. You know what I mean? I wasn't also always so smart as I am now, but I had to take time to learn. You know, and it's wrong if somebody beats me up like, "Oh, you're not so smart." Da da da. Well, give me time to learn, and at the same time, not everybody's gonna know every single thing in the world. Nobody will ever probably. At the same time, give somebody time to grow. Give somebody time to learn. Give somebody time to, you know. It's not. That's why they say it's not build a bear. Not all the time will you meet a partner and then, of course, nobody's perfect, but not all the time will you meet a partner and then things just go smooth and peaches and cream. Like no, sometimes you might have to heal your family childhood trauma. They might have to heal some of their childhood trauma, and that can affect your relationship. It's true. Your childhood trauma can affect your romantic relationships. It's definitely true. So if that's not worked on and healed by the time you get into a connection, guess what? All that pain and stuff is going to spill over. And maybe the person is not intentionally trying to bring that pain in there, but it's in there, right? It comes up. Maybe who knows? Maybe his father didn't comfort him, and maybe that's where he got it from. Or you never know. So again, it might not be, oh, I just don't care and I'm not going to comfort you. Maybe it's, I don't know how to comfort you. You know what I mean? I don't know how to relate. I can't relate to you. I don't even know how to start to relate to you. I couldn't even imagine going through what you're going through. You know what I mean? But I bet you an apology would be nice, and then like changing for the better would be nice. Yeah, I just heard have a daddy and daughter day, or maybe like a mommy daughter day, or something like that, or as a family have like something for the kids. But yeah, maybe you should do like mom, dad, and the kids have a tea party or something. That would be nice. But I will also say this too. I don't know if you are, and you don't have to tell me if you are. That's your business. I don't know if you're receiving some type of governmental assistance, but I can say this. I do believe that this could possibly be a thing where it's like they have that on purpose so that families are broken apart, because when you're on that, the dad's not living in the house, it's just you and the child. That's when you're going to get that the most of that governmental support. But if the father's there and stuff like that, you're probably not going to get it, kind of thing. And I think that does sometimes kind of like break families apart. So I do feel like that might have played a role at some point in like maybe your connection, or if it's not that, it could just be like finances in general. Like sometimes most of us, we're not always our best when we're not financially stable. It's not an excuse. It doesn't make anything right, but it's also a factor too. We good with, I know that's right. They always kept denying me for food stamps. They always be like, "You make too much," and at the time, And even now, I still don't make too much. What are you talking about? Where's this money that you are seeing it? Because if you see it, please let me know and send it to me because I don't know what the hell it is. Like, tell me I made too much and I can't get approved. I just tried for like 3 times and they keep saying the same thing. You make too much. I'm like, oh my gosh, where's this money at? Like, what? That's crazy. Hmm. Yeah, this is a time to let go of your insecurities. Maybe sitting by water will help. We have you already have all the answers. They really see you as special, honey. I'm trying to tell you. I definitely see a lot of good potential in this connection. It's just certain things that you have to work on, and that's what any unhealed connection. Like you can't skip over those childhood wounds. You know what I mean? But I think they see you as like again very special. Your name is special to them. Even if you go, well, my name is just Alexis. To him, it's special. You know what I mean? It's a different type of Alexis. I'm glad your parents named you that. With your energy is different. It doesn't seem like a regular name. But whatever case may be, you're like you're special. And sometimes people could see a little bit more better things in ourselves than we do. That's why it's called self esteem. Even the most beautiful as women to society standards can have insecurities and think they're like butt ugly, and then other people keep telling them like, no, you're beautiful. What are you talking about? Blah blah blah. But if they don't believe it themselves, then they're not gonna believe it kind of thing. So it's like, again, people could think you beautiful, they could think you ugly, whatever. The ultimate opinion that's gonna matter is your own. Like when nobody's around and you look in that mirror, you have to be the one to be like, I'm beautiful. You know what I mean? You have to be the one that takes that responsibility of your own like self esteem and confidence. He struggles with the self. Yeah, yeah. Waiting for him to come on for our conversation. I can't wait. I feel like it's gonna go good. Ooh, we got manifesting. We got you have all the tools you need to increase your income. Good fortune is coming, and opportunity may come to you where you can showcase your talent. Ooh, he might be coming bearing gifts. Or it's like you might be even more excited to see him than you think you probably would be. Oh man. Yeah, we have what you want is in the near future, testing their sincerity, been manifesting us, period. Yeah. Finances looking better, love looking better, y'all looking better. Miss them, let them know. Let them know. Don't hold it in and be prideful. Let them know, hey, I miss you. You know what I mean? Look at that, y'all counting money together. Y'all go on a vacation. Like, what y'all waiting on? As soon as y'all get the opportunity, maybe if his job let him, or whatever case, whatever obstacles in the way. As soon as I get the opportunity, go on that vacation. I don't care if the vacation lasts for 4 days. Okay, I don't care if the vacation is only 4 hours away. Whatever, like go. What's the wait? What you waiting for? What you waiting? What you waiting for? The perfect time? There's no such thing as the perfect time. What you waiting for? June, November, June and November, 2 months together don't even exist. Like, what are you waiting for? He gets uncomfortable. Well, oh well, he's gonna learn to get uncomfortable. That's how you learn. That's how you grow. You can't keep avoiding it. You know what I mean? So okay, and big deal. He'll eventually get over it. That's what you're supposed to do. Some things are gonna be uncomfortable so that you get comfortable. Yeah, your dreams are the practical plan for moving towards you are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. A time for healing. Emotions are running high. Super moon. Like, come on now. You don't think those people who are obese and go to the gym feel uncomfortable while mostly everybody else is in shape and already been working out for a while? But they still do it because they know they got to lose weight. You know what I mean? Same thing. Hope that analogy was good. I don't always have good analogies or metaphors, whatever you want to call it. Um, they do it anyway. Well, some of them honestly they do turn around and be like, "F that, I'm gonna not gonna work out, blah blah." But if you really want it, you're gonna do the work. Just like with me, I've been making excuses for a minute, honey. I'm just now getting up and working out more and eating more healthy. That's why I'm celebrating this news of the doctor telling me like, "Hey, you don't have diabetes. Your blood looks good." And it makes me feel really good because it runs in my family and it took control of my family. And now I feel like I'm stopping that cycle and that generational curse. So it feels good. But if I didn't get up and say, you know what, I'm tired, I'm about to make a change, then I would never do it because nobody can put a gun to my head and be like, well, yeah, but you know what I'm trying to say, and be like, work out, do this, that, and the third. I can have people who wish me the best and be like, you need to work out, you need to eat more healthy, we want the best for you, da da da. But if I don't want to do that, if I'm not willing to do that, if I don't want to make a change myself, and I would just want to sit in my pity again, once again, that's what I'm going to do. You know what I mean? But I said no. I'm definitely not going down that route, that same route. I know what it looks like from, I had aunties that passed from diabetes. I'm like, no, fuck that. And I got up and I did something about it. Same thing. Hey, Leandra, what's going on, love? Same thing. You sometimes you get uncomfortable in order to get successful. We have stopped stressing over shitty people. So maybe this is like stressing over outside influence of this connection or validation. We also have, oh my gosh, calm down. 99.9% of your problems will be better handled if you simply calm down before doing anything. Try it. Are you butthurt about something? Calm down. Are you afraid? Calm down. Is the house on fire? Well, get out of there, call 911, and then calm down, okay? Thank you, Leandra. So I just this moment. But yeah, they are like your best friend, your lover, your whatever all in one, you know? They hold you dear and close to their heart. So it's like you must like well, you got free will again. This is your life. If you really see this connection as worth it, you'll do what you have to do to move it forward. Whether that's letting go of the past and forgiving it and realizing and accepting that you can't change it kind of thing and opening up and whatever the case may be, you'll do it kind of thing. If you want to keep being like, you know what, no, he hurt me too much, it's too much damage, I'm gonna move forward, you'll do that. Your spirit guides and the angels is gonna be with you in whichever decision you will make, whether you decide to move on from this connection or if you be like, you know what, I think it's at least one more chance, worth one more shot and see how it goes. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'll take you clarity, love, and you can post your yes or no real quick. You don't know why you're insecure. What? Well, if that's the case, you shouldn't be. I know why I was insecure, my big old nose. But I finally kind of got over that for the most part. You know what I mean? That's why I didn't care about being plus size. I didn't care about anything, being tall. I didn't care about anything else. It was nothing wrong with my personality. I know my personality is pretty, up there for the most part. Like the only insecurity that I ever had was my freaking that. So if you don't know what it is, then maybe you ain't really insecure, baby. What you talking about? Thank you, Leandra. But yeah, you have the Five of Cups, Knight of Cups, Two of Cups, a lot of cups, Nine of Pentacles, the Devil card, Four of Cups, Seven of Wands, Nine of Swords, Emperor, Three of Wands, Ace of Swords, Four of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, the Hierophant, Three of Pentacles, and the Nine of Cups. So I don't know how many numbers repeated, but the number nine definitely, I definitely caught the number nine at least twice or something. So that could be significant. But girl, what? How's life treating you, Leandra? Good afternoon here for Alexis Barber. Good afternoon here for Alexis Barber. Good afternoon here for Alexis Barber. The CJC Alexis Barber as romantic partner, like his wife, his everything, his world, his first lady, that kind of energy. The CJC Alexis Barber as his forever, like his one, his soulmate, his person, long time, like marriage for a long time kind of thing. Ooh, ooh. Okay. I know that's you said everything besides the love department of hey, at least you got those things going on. Definitely be grateful because some people they got love messed up, their finances messed up, their health messed up, this messed up, that you know what I mean? But I'm all right, even though, you know, ups and downs going through. But hey, hanging in there. Alexis, I feel like it's nothing with you ever heard it's not you, it's me. That's the kind of energy I'm getting. Like he could have a lot of fears that, he might not be good enough for a long-term relationship. So it's not you. He definitely sees you as his forever with the Ace of Wands. That's why I'm like, ooh, when it first came out, I'm like, okay, yes. But then all these cards following it, I'm like, damn, but that's his energy of like, again, feeling like he's not good enough. It's like, can I really like make this relationship last 10 years, 20 years? Will she get tired of me, bored of me, cheat on me, do this, get her, get back? Whatever the case may be, is like, it's his own fears kind of thing. Would she be proud of me? Would she really see me as a man if my health was to mess up? What would happen? Or if I was to like not have as much money, would she go? Like it's like all his fears are like coming up to surface. Yeah. He could also feel like this connection might have a lot of setbacks. If it already had like setbacks, like on and off, push pull, can't never really get it together, he could fear that it will constantly keep going like this kind of thing. And it would be like no end to like it being like not really unpredictable, but how can I say? Maybe like not stable or something. I don't know. Or inconsistent. Don't think he understands. Maybe tell him. Maybe show him a little more. I mean, if somebody really has trust issues or whatever the case may be, there's not really much you can do to kind of like really prove yourself. But if he doesn't have like really bad trust issues, I think like showing him, telling him more could maybe help him like see, you know what I mean? But that just depends on like if he has really like heavy trust issues or not. I feel like yeah, they might even feel like maybe addictions that they have could get in the way. Whether that's like sexual addiction, like porn addiction, or like drinking or something else. Or it's like if I gain weight, will she leave? Like they're just thinking about all this. They could even be thinking like, different like schedules. Like say he works third shift and you work first, or he just works third and like y'all are barely able to have time. He's been cheated on a lot. Oh, I see. Yep. That'll definitely do it. So it's like you'll probably I wouldn't say have to, but he could be like, it could feel like you will have to like prove to them 1,000 times that like you're different or you're not going to do that kind of thing. And that's not fair to you. Yes, you care and all that, but it's not fair to you. That's something that happened in his past that he has to, heal and get through. You didn't cheat on him, so you don't deserve the backlash that, the women that cheated on him did. You know what I mean? Because again, that's unfair to you. But again, he's not doing it on purpose. It's just, he got fears and he's hurt as well as you. You saying he hurt you in however way he hurt you in the past. So now you got fears and you're hurt and you're a little backed off. Same thing with him. It's just, it's like a vicious cycle kind of thing. You know, it's kind of like he could have gave you his traumas kind of thing. He didn't intentionally do it, but that's what happens. We have get off your ex's page, go to sleep and say a prayer. So I don't know if it's like you on his page, he on yours. Yeah, you could have been the only one who got really close to seeing the real them and vice versa, and it like scared y'all. We have I promise if you give me another chance, I'll do right by you. We'll go far. Yeah, I heard nothing's wrong with like taking it slow, especially if you do have all these traumas that you have to get through. There's nothing wrong with taking it slow. He don't post, you post a lot, yeah. Even if somebody don't post, somebody could still be looking in case somebody does decide to post again or something. But yeah, so maybe you both are kind of stuck a little bit on the past things. Oh yeah, that is very slow. How old were you guys? I mean, it depends. Like if you guys are really young when you got together, then it's like okay, that 8 years is not that bad. But if it was like you were a little older, then I'm sorry, that 8 years is probably a little bad, you know. But if you were like 16 when you first met or something, okay, the 8 years is not that bad. You know what I mean? Your brain still had to develop and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But if you were like 22 when you met, you know what I mean? Oh, 28. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's a lot. But I mean, who am I to judge? There's that Ashanti and Nelly got back together after years, and every connection is different. It's just in my own personal opinion. I feel like a whole bunch of years and things are still not right. It might be time to move forward. You know what I mean? But again, you have free will. Like this is up to you if you see it working through things. You know what I mean? Yeah, and you're about on the verge. I would have been ready to be married at year three, maybe even year two. Not just one. That's too soon. I wouldn't mind year three, but anything more than that, like 4 years, 5 years, and all that, me personally, I'm like, okay, never mind. But some people, again, that's why it's like your own life. You don't have to be like, well, everybody's saying like for the fourth year, fifth year leave, da da da. If you're okay with the 10-year mark and y'all get married, then that's your prerogative. I'm just saying, go with your gut and your intuition, like what you feel and what really makes you happy. Do it for Alexis. You know what I mean? Not for anybody else. That's all I can say. You know what I mean? Because I can advise like, oh no, you should probably leave, but at the same time, I have to have respect that this is your own free will and this is your life. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't want to like, you know what I mean? Like this is ultimately up to you. Like it's your decision. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, it's just a lot of trauma, and trauma does take time to get through. Like nobody's really healing overnight. As you can see, I am healing through some stuff. It's not gonna be overnight that I'm gonna get over grieving. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, we have the Temperance, Death card, Hermit, Seven of Swords, King of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, Knight of Wands. So the number 9 just keeps popping out for you. Page of Swords, Ace of Wands, the Tower, Devil card, Eight of Cups. But then again, maybe couples therapy would help. I don't know. Maybe something could speed up the process. Who knows? But you'll never know if you don't try. You're welcome. Thank you. Okay, so Fatima, are you here and ready for your question, love? My bad. It took a little longer than I should have, but I want to make sure everybody gets a good old accurate read. Oops, I don't know. If this world were mine, like it's hot, eh? So is H Aquarius interested in being with you in a relationship? Good question. Good question. Go to our reading here for Fatima. Go to our reading here for Fatima. Is H the Aquarius interested in being in a relationship with Fatima? Is H the Aquarius interested in being in a romantic committed relationship with Fatima? Please verify spirit. Thank you. Is H the Aquarius interested in being in a relationship with Fatima? Do they really want to, or they take actions to? Hmm. I see. Um. The answer is yes, but I feel like it's kind of in a childish manner behavior kind of thing. It's like for them it will be nice. So it could be like they love the things you do for them. Maybe they're not that experienced in love and they kind of want to, again, that will be nice kind of thing. It's like for them, it's like it would be nice to be in a relationship kind of thing. And you could be like someone that they've been connecting with the most at this time. So it's like a why not energy, but I don't want it to be like a why not. I want it to be like this person really wants you. You know what I mean, kind of thing. So it's like yeah, they're attracted a little bit, but this also could depend on like if this connection is more so new, then that's understandable why it's not like they're jumping to be in a relationship with you. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. But if it's a little older, then it's kind of like a side eye. I also feel like they assume that like um how can I say this? They also could care about what other people think as well, which is not so good. I also feel like they try to act like a lot of things that doesn't like bother them. They could be pretending to be okay, and I feel like they purposely like distract themselves and work and get like very busy. Oh man, why these cards fall out like that? Oh, oh, clarify something. Oh man, Justice for Swords. Mm-mm. I'm sorry, I probably would not trust this individual. They could have a girlfriend, or it's like a, they're always looking for new energy. So it's like even if they would get in a relationship with you, it's like the next girl that they might think is the grass is greener, they leave you for. So, yeah, they like you a little bit. They see a little potential, but it's not enough. Not with this page. Not starting off with this page of cups and the rest of the cards here. Yeah, you deserve better. Yeah, I feel like they have a lot of fetishes and they like want to test things out and like try different like I don't like this. It's like they want a Spanish girl, then they want a Latino, then they want a Mexican, then they want a black girl, then they want this, then they want like no, I wouldn't even take this person seriously. That's what it feels. Yeah. I mean, granted, you guys could have some good chemistry, but it takes more than chemistry because you could have chemistry with somebody, but then they still cheat. You know what I mean? So it's like, what does chemistry really mean if that's the case, right? So yeah, you could probably, I get why you're probably like curious because again, maybe there's some type of common things or chemistry or something that attracted you, of course. But I just don't see it as being enough. He's not a king. Sorry, he's not in any type of king energy or masculine energy. He's in this player's full energy, Page of Cups energy. And again, it will make sense if this connection is new or they're young or, whatever. I mean, it is like guys who are like 45 and they're still a fuckboy. So, but it makes more sense if they were younger and they're a fuckboy because it's like, okay, that's more understandable. But when you're way older, then it's like, okay, you're too old to be a fuckboy. You know what I mean? Give it up. But I mean, that's also their prerogative. So if somebody just wanted to be a fuckboy all their life, then they should be, as long as they don't hurt anyone's feelings, right? Then let them live their life, but just don't hurt me, right? It's like don't come over here with that. You know what I mean? I don't want any of that drama. Don't put me in a third party. Don't put me in drama. Don't put me in harm's way. Don't put me in. You know what I mean? It's like I was doing good before you. I don't need any of that. Yeah, so much way more better options out here in the world. You probably already have a different one. I don't know, but no. Yeah, I feel like he tries too hard too to be liked by others, and that's probably another reason why he kind of like cares about what people think. Because it's like he could try too hard to be funny, or try too hard with something else. Yeah, I wouldn't give him any precious energy because they could be like very guilt trippy. It's like, oh, if you love me, you will give me $1,000. Oh, if this will happen, or oh, you should accept being in a third party. I love you both. What's wrong with that? Or oh, this or oh, this could be complete chaos. The Tower card, Nine of Swords, and the Devil card. No, no. Ace of Wands, Three of Cups, the Three of Swords. No. I feel like the Spirit Guides and Angels is like really like hell no. The Magician. No. The Magician, Seven of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Judgment, Page of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups. Leave him alone. Even if you ain't started, still leave his ass. Two of Wands, Five of Cups, Eight of Wands, Six of Wands, Knight of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, Justice, the Full card. No, I don't think this is a person who cares. I don't think they probably care about themselves, so they're definitely not going to care about you. They don't care about nobody's health, wealth, nothing. You tell them, oh, I'm really going through it. I got a headache, or this is going on, that is going on. They don't say nothing. Like, no, you're talking to a brick wall and a ghost. Fuck no. I'm sorry. When they speak loud, they trying to speak, honey. They like no, they're really trying to like get you to prevent this, avoid this, and dodge this thing on bullet. Not even just one bullet. I feel like if you give this a chance, it's gonna be a few bullets, and they're just trying to let you like avoid this heartbreak because this could be a one that it takes you a long time to recover, and they don't want that for you, and I'm pretty sure you don't want that for yourself either. So they're like, no, that's spirit in the judgment card, like hell no. At this point, it's like anybody but him. Make him your last resort. Okay. Oh man, it's a type that like goes to your house and they steal your shoes and try to sell them, or like I don't know, just weird energy, like not to be trusted at all. Mm-mm. And then they'll probably sleep with anybody. They don't care. Oh man, they're just all over the place and reckless. No. And again, they make them. I feel like again they try too hard and they make themselves likable to people, but they might do the. They might be like covertly narcissistic. I hate to put a label on people, but it might be like publicly praised and all that. But then when they get behind closed doors, they're beating on animals. They're beating on their girlfriend. They're not even claiming the girlfriend that they have. They're cheating. They're doing this. They're doing that. And it's like, what the hell? Yeah, I feel like they don't have any morals or boundaries themselves, so that's why they cross other people's boundaries. They'll probably sell their family member for $10. And I'm like, I'm not joking, but it's laughable, I feel like. Yeah, all they care about is themselves. Oh, heck, you know. The Seven of Cups, did I already get the Seven of Cups? No, it was the Eight of Cups that I got. So you got Seven of Cups and Eight of Cups. Look, spirits reminding you that you're beautiful. You too beautiful for him. Okay, wait. They're spying on you. They studying you so they can see your weak spots and know how to manipulate you. Someone is lying. You can avoid this narcissist right now, honey. Nope. Maybe you've been attracting a few of them. You need to learn what you're doing to attract these type of people, so that you can stop. Look at that, Ten of Wands, the Four of Swords. No, they're not about to drain your energy. And intuition tell you here the see. Your intuition never lies to you. Oh, look at that. We got precise, exact. That's the exact energy. You could smell and see them from far away. Yep, your intuition never, ever lied to you. Trust me, I regret not listening to it a few times. That put me in dangerous situations. Luckily, I survived, but what if I hadn't? You know what I mean? And it would have been all because I didn't listen to my intuition. Granted, the other person has fault too because they were being malicious and deceptive and you know a sick individual. But at the same time, my intuition, we got discernment, intuition, all that for a reason. Yeah, we have nothing will come of this situation. Surrender to the divine. So yeah, it's like you got a lot to be worried about here in this connection. Yeah, I feel like this is the type of person who will like overtalk you or keep on like trying to deflect from the conversation so that you don't have time to think and know that you're being manipulated kind of thing. Those type of people that are trying to like just talk, and you don't have time to even think for yourself and make a wise decision. Yeah, your light irritates their demons. Look at that. We got a sense about something. Listen to your intuition, feeling aura, see? And then we have diversion. You stand out from the rest. The way you think, the way you dress is rare, unique, making you very desirable. And they know you're different. They know your worth. They just don't want you to know it or realize it. That is more than dealing with him. Okay. I don't think you gave you clarity. I'm gonna go on into your yes or no that goes along with it. No, it's a big fat no from spirit. Like I said, even if they did come in and be like, "Will you be my girlfriend?" It's gonna be bad. Mm-mm. Yeah, you ever heard shame? Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, can't put the blame on you. Fool me three times, F the peace sign, load the chopper, let it rain on you. Yeah, so fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, can't put the blame on you. Gotta put the blame on myself now. Fool me three times, still gotta put the blame on me. But now it hurts even worse because it's like you done got me three times. You know what I mean? Your yes or no that goes along with this doesn't have to be about him. You can ask anything else you want to ask, or if you're just fine with that question, let me know. Make sure this chat is updated. I'm seeing all the comments. Looks like I'm not. I knew it. I had a feeling. You did the same thing last week. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, keep it the blame on you. Fool me three times, F the peace sign, load of chocolate, it rain on you. Because it's like at this point, I'm getting tired of getting played. But at the same time, you got to, blame yourself for the couple of times when you knew better after you learned that, from that first time. You know what I mean? That's like somebody steal out your purse. You know who it was. You know how they did it, the same method and stuff. And then you leave your purse right next to the person again. They steal out of it again. Now you can't blame them now. You don't left it and put it right there for them to blame, for them to get. I mean, you still can kind of blame because they shouldn't do it, but at the same time, you put the purse right there again, right where they can steal again, and then you do it a third time. You know what I mean? Hmm. I'm definitely guilty of that. Not like the exact serial, put my purse perfectly, not that, but I'm definitely guilty of giving a person another chance when I know their true colors. You know what I mean? And then get mad when they play you again. So I'm definitely guilty of that. Fatima, are you still in here, love? Okay, got you. Go accurate here for Fatima. Will each of the Aquarius actually take actions and ask Fatima to be his girlfriend ever in life eventually, somewhere, whether it's near future, later future? Will each of the Aquarius actually take actions and actually ask Fatima to be their girlfriend sometime in his lifetime? Clarify. Hope my voice doesn't sound ugly. It sounds. I'm getting a yes. Like I said, it's not for a good reason. And we know that. Spirit just want to tell you again. See, Ace of Swords, King of Swords. Yes. And that's him. He the Aquarius. You say he Aquarius? Swords are air signs. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Okay, so he the King of Swords. Two of Cups, that's the partnership. Yes. Three of Cups, I feel like that's kind of like the third party. The Magician, I feel like that's the manipulation. The Tower card, we got that in your last read, and we got the Magician in your last read, and the Three of Cups. So some of these cards are repeat, and the Devil card is back out here, and the Three of Swords is back out here. Oh, same cards coming out. It's like reminding you again. Knight of Cups, we got that one too. Damn. And I swear that Shepherd is good here too. So it's like again, yeah, he will. It's not for the right reasons. Again, he might just think you're nice enough to like do whatever he wants and allow certain things and stuff like that. And he thinks he's gonna get over. That's why. Granted, he might find you attractive and stuff like that, but does that really matter? I mean, it could be a whole bunch of guys in the world who think you look beautiful, but are they gonna treat you right? You know what I mean? That's what matters most. It's like, who cares if you think I'm beautiful at this point? I mean, I know I'm beautiful. Like, okay, what's different or what's new or what's more meaningful? You know what I mean? Because that doesn't mean nothing. Shit, excuse my language. If you treat me like shit, you know what I mean. So it's not for the right reasons, but yes, they will. I hope they give you clarity. And it is some type of guys who it are guys out there who prey on certain things, just like those guys who go after only plus size women because they think those women are insecure. Ooh, that's the type of girl who's gonna buy me a car and let me live with her and pay the rent, and she's gonna allow me to cheat or whatever the case may be. She's not gonna nag me. This is gonna go on. That is gonna go on. You know what I mean? So sometimes they prey on certain type of women. Not saying you're that type, but I'm just giving an example. You know what I mean? So they might assume that whether you are or not. You know what I mean? They might assume certain things, and it's like think they got one. You know what I mean? Think they got a target, and maybe they're gonna fuck around and find out. Who knows? If your boundaries is good, self love is good, and all that, they gonna fuck around and find out that you're actually not that. You know what I mean? uh, so I ain't gonna buy him nothing. But shoot, it has happened to me before. This one guy, he thought because I was a plus size woman, and again, I'm not saying that's your case. I just use that for example. But he thought because I was a plus size woman that like I was gonna be again the type to like let him do whatever. I let him ride around in my car and do all that, and I didn't do none of that. He was so upset. But did I care? No. I'm not your average plus size woman that's insecure. Yes, I had insecurities, but I wasn't that damn insecure or desperate even to like oh, let me give you your taxes. No, I'm not that type of plus size woman. I'm not ever gonna give you my entire taxes. Like what? So he was upset, but oh well. Or it could be like it don't even have to be that. It could be your mentality. Like, oh, she's gonna be dumb. She's never gonna suspect me cheating or this or that or whatever. Or she's desperate to have a man, so she's gonna always allow whatever because she just so badly wants to be in a relationship or whatever. Like they use certain things to their advantage. That's why I feel like they're stalking you and studying you now, so they know like your insecurities, your weak spots, and stuff like that, so they could use it against you. That's why when men who add me on social media and they don't inbox me by a certain time, I know that's what you're doing in the background, studying me and stuff before you approach me. That's what one of my exes did, and I found that out later on. That's what he was doing. He studied me for like 4 months before he ever approached me. It was like, oh, she got status. I can get clout or whatever it is. Like some people, they're not in it for love. They in it for what you can do for them. But anyways, you donate for another one, Leandra, or just the same one? I was gonna get to your question. I just had to wrap that up. Ooh, dang it. Car's falling again. Yeah, you can post whenever you're ready to. A general read. Do, 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 do. What the heck are you sending this to me for? I don't use that. Okay, starting with your yes no. You're welcome, Fatima. Thank you for coming in. You got some good spirit guides, ancestors, and angels behind you. Good record here for Leandra, please, spirit. Thank you. Good record here for Leandra Clark, please, spirit. Thank you. Does Excel, I'm sorry if I mispronounced it, miss Leandra during this no contact phase? Is Excel missing Leandra during this no contact phase, being that they're not communicating and separated right now? Does Excel miss Leandra? Yes or no? And if so, how? What exactly? Does Excel miss Leandra during this no contact phase? Just not talking to each other phase? Yeah, a little. Yeah, it's like a part of them does. A part of them is like, I feel like they will be okay if the connection doesn't go forward. But then it's another part of them that like misses you and hope that they made the like right decision. Because it's like maybe they find you a little bit unpredictable and mysterious, and you know, and it's sometimes it could be like what if or you know kind of thing. So it's like they wonder sometimes, but at the same time they're like they feel like they would be okay. It's like was their feelings really genuine or was you know? and they could be trying to determine if some things are like a deal breaker or not. But I feel like they want to like give you a sense of freedom, and they want a sense of freedom too. Like they want the energy and this connection to be free, where it's like they're not controlling you, you're not controlling them, kind of thing. Y'all have your lives outside of each other, all that kind of stuff. Give you what you need, give you what you need. But I do feel like they could be like kind of waiting for some communication from you. So it's like every now and then they like kind of hope for it. But again, at the same time, they're not like too, you know, focused on it. They could be like remembering little memories, especially if y'all had one from like, you said he blocked you. Oh yeah, especially if y'all had like a memory from like Cinco de Mayo or like some Pacific like maybe holiday or something like that. Like they could be thinking about like little memories that you guys had. I feel like they feel like you living your best life and being more confident like attracts them to you more, kind of thing. So that could be like something they want to see with you. So they might be looking at your page a little or looking at something, and it's like they want to see. I don't think they're the type to get jealous, or if they do get jealous, it's like little jealousy. But it's like they would rather like see you again, like more confident. Like I think they're attracted to like very confident women. So it's like the more confident you are, the more they could be like attracted to you. And like if you're having like a lot of fun and living your best life, it like kind of makes them want to come towards you, kind of thing. But it's like it could be like ironic, but it's like if you're like real, um, like stressed or cooped up in your room or depressed or worried about them a lot or something like that, it's like they might not really want to come in, kind of thing. You crashed out with him last week. The ball's in his court. Yeah, so they could want to like work more for your love, kind of chase, being the masculine energy, you being the feminine energy. They might even tell you this too directly. I feel like they will eventually tell you like, I want you to be more in your feminine. I want to like chase you. I want to this, that, and the third. It's like so. Again, I don't think they want you like crashing out or worried. I think they truly are like more attractive if you're like confident, and maybe you do probably got other options even if you're not sleeping with them. But it's like he knows you're able to like walk away or that kind of energy. He knows it's like, oh, let me get my stuff together. I got competition, like that excites, that gets his masculine going and makes him like again like want to chase, because most men, they like a challenge, kind of thing. So it's like they want that challenge with you. They want to chase. But it's like if they feel like you're like again crashing out or like worried about them a lot, they might feel a little less wanting to come in, because it could be that they assume that you'll always be there, kind of thing. So it's like I can take my time with coming towards you, because like I know you'll be available when I do come towards you. But if they feel like I don't really know if she's gonna be available, you know what I mean? That kind of like excites them a little more. Oh, okay. So, um, they could. Well, let me clarify this. Hangman in reverse. Okay, maybe not that, but I feel like they. depending on your race, like say you're an African American woman, he could feel like you're the most beautiful African American woman in the world. Like truly, genuinely, I'm getting that. Now, to be honest, he might not think you're the most beautiful woman in the world, but he might, or maybe one day he will feel like that. But I do feel like he at least feel like whatever your race is, like you're the most beautiful of that race. It's like this is the most beautiful African American woman I ever seen. Like that kind of energy. Yeah, her fire and desire, baby. They could miss like cuddling, or again, whatever memories you have between each other. I don't know why I feel like it's not a lot, but maybe if this connection is kind of like new, that makes sense. Why it's like not a lot of memories, but it's like they feel like that's all they have to like go off of on, and they want like more memories kind of thing. So they could feel like if I had more memories, then it was like they could miss you more if they had more memories, but it might not be like a lot to go off of. He's different ways from you. Yeah, it's like the most beautiful black woman I ever seen. Eight of Cups, the strength. They feel like you're very lucky and blessed. Yeah, they could think you look like a Barbie doll somewhere. But yeah, again, they want you to like love yourself more than you love him. Have more confidence, living your best life kind of thing. And then it's like again, they get attracted to it. But I do feel like he wants to start doing certain things so that he doesn't have regrets, like taking pictures together, doing different things, even if you don't post it on social media, just so that like if y'all were to ever like break it off, they can at least have those memories and they wouldn't have to regret like, dang, I should have took pictures with her. Dang, I should have tried this sex position. Dang, I should have took her on this dating place. Dang, this should have like he doesn't want to like have all these regrets with you. So it's like if y'all do reconcile kind of thing like that, he's probably kind of like fastly try to have like some of these experiences with you. So again, like if it doesn't like end up working out, it's like, well, at least we did that. You know what I mean? But again, they could just be looking forward to you being more confident, a more positive attitude, being more open towards them. Yeah, I feel like he could be the type that kind of like opens your door, or, like kisses your hand, like different like romantic things like that. They could love how you keep your hair done or your nails done or something like that. Not bad luck. Oh man. Ooh, they could also like how you have like a very clean shave, even if it's not like your vagina area. Maybe it's like your underarms or something like that. It could be something where it's like, ooh, this is, or like maybe nice smooth legs or something. It's like, ooh, uh. But yeah, I feel like they miss you a little. But again, they might feel like again they don't have much to go off of, which could make sense if the connection is a little newer. But I'll tell you clarity, and you can post your yes or no that goes along with this, and then we'll get to your full, and then you'll have. But yeah, the full card: Seven of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, the Two of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. Number 10 could be significant. The Temperance, the Hermit, Devil card, Queen of Pentacles, the Sun card. Yeah, he does kiss your hand. See, yeah, yeah. So it's like he wants to see more of your personality. He wants to see more of your confidence. He wants to see more of something. He wants more to go off of. You say you pronounce the same way sometimes too. I'm so weak. Did you have a yes or no that goes along with this question, or did you want to jump straight to your full question? Yeah, so it's buy one, get free yes or no that goes along with your question. So you just did a yes or no, so you'll get a free yes or no along with that if you want. And then with your full question, you bought that one. So then after that, you'll get a free yes or no that goes along with that one. If you want. If you don't want it, let me know. It's basically like a buy one, get one free, but instead of like a buy one and then get a full question, it's a buy one and then get a free yes or no along with it. Good recording here for Leandra Clark, please, Spirit. Good recording here for Leandra Clark. Will Excel contact Leandra? Will Excel reach out and initiate communication with Leandra from now until sometime in the future? Clarify from now until sometime in the future. Will Excel initiate, reach out, and contact Leandra? Hmm. Clarify. Mm. It's like a yes no. It's like a yeah. I'm getting more so like a no, but it could be like an indirect trying to get your attention, like a subliminal trying to get your attention. So it could be like unblock you and kind of see if you notice he unblocked you and see if you reach out kind of thing. And then it's like communicate. Or it could be unblock and then comment under your picture or kind of um like a picture or like I don't know, it's like not really I'm not really getting direct reaching out communication. But I will say if long enough it could be possible. Like say they do unblock and it's like you take too long to notice that they unblocked you kind of thing, then it might be like, okay, let me go ahead and reach out. But I just don't see, you know, yeah, it's like this I don't want to say sneaky way of going about it, but it's like a beating around the bush, probably, if it's better to describe it with the Seven of Swords. Because I don't feel like it's a sneaky, deceptive energy right now, but it could be like beating around the bush. And they might try to like pick up where you left off, but maybe you're not really like in the mood to pick up where it left off. It's kind of like, well, hello, how you doing? Where you been? Da, da, da. You know what I mean? But they could be like remorseful for being like irrational and like impatient. Yeah, so I feel like this is double confirmation for what I just said in the other read. It says, I'm deciding to stay single. I can't handle anything serious at the moment. Don't be needy, love. I want to challenge you to become independent and feel free in our relationship. Wow, this is crazy. That's exactly what I've been seeing. So yeah, they could have a little fear too approaching you because maybe they don't want you to like expect too much from them. Yeah, it's like they're hoping that you got some good news in your life. They want to hear about it. They feel like they got some good news. They want to like catch up, check up, kind of thing. Yeah, they don't want it to be. Again, they want to feel free in the connection. They don't want you to like. Again, I got the energy of like you control or they control or you're obsessive or they're obsessive or they don't want that kind of like energy. But it's like they love seeing you again confident in your power, being successful. However, success looks to you. You know. Yeah, they might even have like some funny stories to tell you too. Like maybe they fell in the shower or something else. Like they just want. I feel like this carefree, lighthearted energy between the two of you right now, and just go with the flow. But yeah, I think give you clarity. Yeah, the Seven of Swords, Fool card, World card, Ace of Cups, Knight of Cups, the Knight of Swords. Yes, time will definitely tell. And then for your Fool question, you said, is this the same question? I'm probably gonna take a really quick break and use the restroom, and then get started. My bad, huh? I thought I was gonna be able to hold it. Oh man, I ain't out of breath, out of breath, out of breath. Woo! Okay. Yeah, I muted it on purpose so I had to use the restroom really quick. I didn't know if you heard me when I said I had to go to the restroom real quick. And then I went to put my drink in the freezer. Oh, and that took a lot out of me. Golly, stairs is not a joke. Woo! And then, I needed to stretch real quick and, a real quick little break. A break was needed. Okay, so I'd be able to focus on your read. Loving your body, baby. Loving your body, crazy. So crazy. Give you what you need. Give you what you need. Are you still here, Leandra? Okay, got it, huh? Yeah, I just had to go to the bathroom. I didn't want to hold it because whenever I got to pee, I'm not going to be able to focus on the reading. Plus, I don't want a UTI, so I had to go real quick. But yeah, let's see. You said what's headed towards you? Let's see. Good record here for Leandra Clark, please, Spirit. Thank you. Good record here for Leandra Clark, please, Spirit. Thank you. Four people in the live stream. Hey, hey. Hope all is well. What is headed towards Leandra? What is coming towards Leandra? What is coming towards Leandra? What is headed towards Leandra? Also, I know some of you might hate when I say this, but it also matters what you're going towards too. Not everything might come towards you. So some things you really want, you might have to go after it. But let's see what's coming towards Leandra. Not even fair. That's just life. You want to be on that movie, well, you're probably gonna have to take that drive to that audition place to audition to get a chance. You know what I mean? They might not come towards you, or a job. You got to go apply to them. They're not gonna randomly find you somehow and be like, "Hey, you want to work for us?" You know what I mean? So some things, yeah, you got to go after. Whatever's going on, looks like we starting off the Night of Swords, so that's like a fast energy. What is going on? I feel like it could be like a lot of blessing in disguise happening here. Like you lose something, but then you gain something else, gain something better. This could be like a new job here. Maybe you're like scared of this change, but it's way better than the one you have currently or the one you had in the past. I don't know why I'm seeing you in one of those things, or this could just be like, I don't know, some type of competition or event where you could win money, but it's like a lot of people going after that same thing, trying to grab it. I don't know where you're at, or this money is thrown, and like you're getting all this money. You might even be like chased by a geese or something. Maybe you think it's gonna be the worst thing ever, but then when you think about it and you calm down and you catch your breath, you're like, you know what? That was actually fun. That was actually the best thing that happened. I'm also seeing you going on a roller coaster ride soon, so okay. Maybe you haven't been in a while, or maybe you haven't been ever. I don't know, but it looks fun. Could be getting some insurance here too. He said not a geese. uh, I also feel like you could be getting like karma on like some enemies, or you're finally able to have your boundaries and say no to some toxic family. Ooh, maybe it's like you got your own place and now they're trying to live with you, and it's like you get to be like, nope, slam the door in the face because this person treated you horribly or something. Yeah, yeah, it's like somebody trying to depend on you for something, but you remember when they didn't care when you were down and out, and now you're like, nope. Hey, Kizay, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Make sure to read the title in the description box. Got a list going. Thank you. Be careful with some gossip that's coming your way here too. Somebody could be upset that you're like not trying to be involved in some gossip, or you don't need them for anything, whether you never needed them or you don't need them anymore. Like somebody could be upset. Could be an opportunity to like work at a college here too. I don't know if you're in college and then you get to work at the college that you're going to. Even if you're not in college, it could be like an opportunity to work at a college though. And maybe that can help you get into college if you were like interested in that. Like something is like a win-win situation. I feel like for you, it's like killing two birds in one stone kind of thing, or three birds, whatever. I also feel like you might be able to like switch shifts at a job. Like if you used to open, maybe you get an opportunity to close now that you know hoping for it, or vice versa. I also feel like maybe a parent or a grandparent could be like forcing you to have grandchildren or something like that. They're really like hoping for it, but it's like remember that it's on your time because this is your life to live, so you can't like have kids for them or on their time kind of thing. I also feel like you could be putting yourself out there more to like attract the love that you want. Yeah, but I feel like you got to stop getting in your own way. It's probably going to be a little challenging to stop some self sabotage. Yeah, see, we gotta be more social. That could be one of the things that kind of like helps your life move forward in the direction you want it to. Ooh, could be having like a girls' night out or a girls' night in. Yeah, maybe you guys are like doing your face routines while you're smoking and playing games and eating cheeses or whatever case may be. Really nice fun with your friends kind of thing. Or maybe these some of them are like new friends, but yeah. Somebody could finally be confessing that they like look up to you, you're the inspiration, you're the motivation. That ooh, maybe they're jealous, maybe they confess that too. But it could be like avoiding court fees, or avoiding some type of debt. I also feel like you're standing up for yourself. You're no longer allowing someone to like blame you for something. Whether they try to blame you for their life being how it is, blame you for someone's death, blame you for this, blame you for whatever, you're no longer allowing them to blame you for it. You could maybe be going to church more often or doing some things you've been said you were going to do, but you had been procrastinating for a while. Maybe you're going to like challenge yourself to do certain things. Ooh, you could be going on like a blind date. I said a blonde. Maybe the person is blonde, but maybe this is something like your friend sets up for you or mom. So it could be like a friend or your mom, or maybe both kind of like sets you up with someone. What else is coming towards Leandra? Whoa, 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 whoa. Ooh, it could be like the same sex hitting on you too. I don't know if you go that way or not, but like you could have men and women hitting on you. I do feel like it might be a day you kind of like drive and you kind of get lost, but then you end up somewhere that's like, ooh, this place is interesting, kind of like this, and you like discover and explore a new place, kind of thing. Could even have an opportunity to work at a call center, and I do feel like that would give you like the opportunity to like dress more professionally and stuff like that. It's gonna be like the motivation for you dressing more like professionally and like sophisticated and stuff. I also feel like you could be having some clarity coming your way here too about how someone feels about you, like a lover. Could be getting some clarity here, whether you agree with it or not, or it hurts you or not. It's like you respect the fact that you got clarity. Yeah, I also feel like okay, you could have a really good friend group. If you don't now, I feel like you soon will be. It's like maybe it's like three, four y'all. I don't know how many, but it's like y'all could all pray together and stuff like that. Maybe y'all sing and harmonize together and like just do different things together. So I think that's a blessing, definitely. We all need, at least two friends, probably, I would say. Two genuine friends. People we can lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. Help you to carry on. Okay. Yeah, we have the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon and Capricorn. Yeah. Careful of being stung by a bee. Careful of the type of perfume we wear. Could be attracting a lot of bugs or something. Could be in a computer you always wanted. Maybe you're finally gonna be able to like afford something you've been like wishing for. Or maybe you'll have like a pastor or a priest or something like pray over you. Could be going like on an ice cream date or something. But again, like I said, I want to remind you that like some of these things might not be coming towards you. Some things you might have to come go after, and this also gonna be like different time frames. We didn't put a specific time frame, so some things could be like happening in June. Some things might happen 4 months later. You get the picture. Yeah, you could be again like dressing more professional, sophisticated, like loving yourself more, grabbing your own ass. You've been seeing a lot of bees lately. Ooh, look up the meaning. Look up the meaning. Yeah, you could be living in a more present moment, or this is advice to live in a more present moment. Because the present moment is fucking amazing. Open up your eyeballs and look around. Even if you happen to be in the shittiest of times, there's probably something beautiful to notice right this very second. It could be that babies have eyelashes. And how could babies get any fucking cuter than having little baby eyelashes? Or maybe that you took a breath and you didn't think you'd be able to do that. You did it. Yeah. So it's like gratitude and, just living in the present moment kind of thing. We have you can't save your face and your ass at the same time. I never really got this card because every time I read it, I think my head goes, you can't wash your face and your ass at the same time. I mean, technically you can, but like, who does that? We really, wash them separately, right? But anyways, it says there's a secret you're keeping. Is ego keeping you from being honest about who you really are? Go ahead and admit where you fucked up. Seriously, we're all fuck ups in some way. Welcome to being human. You do you, baby. Yeah, you might have a moment where you have like a mental breakdown, but I think it's gonna be good for you. Sometimes there's nothing wrong with having a mental breakdown. That means you need to let that out and you need to release. That meant you was holding in how you felt and your emotions and different things like that for a minute. So if you gotta scream, hopefully don't punch a wall because you can hurt yourself or something like that. But if you gotta scream or journal or do something else, or like cry in a closet or whatever, it could be beneficial. Yeah, we have when you are wrong, admit it. When you are right, be quiet. Yeah, stop looking at for love in the places that you lost it. Don't take your shit out on others. Forgive people or forgive yourself. Trust what the universe is showing you. Maybe you're getting a lot of signs of synchronicity. Your healing is your own responsibility. Yeah, it says so again. You could be working on a lot of self love here too and healing. It says you'll never be free of the people who harmed you until you take full responsibility of your own healing. No matter what family you were born into, what body you got stuck in, what weird things happened to you along the way. This is your life and no one else's. Be tender with the parts of you that are hurt and the parts of you that are struggling. Take ownership of your own whole, beautiful, dented, piece together self. If you blame someone for who you are, you give them ownership and power of you. That sucks wet shit, doesn't it? Focus on what you can do right now to be your very own badass healer. Exactly. So, yeah, the boundaries, self love, you are good enough. Okay. So, again, don't be surprised if it's a day where it's like you're just over it. You just let it all out, what you've been holding in, freeing yourself. I don't know why I heard, who let the dogs out? Who let the dog? Yeah, don't let some of your intrusive thoughts win. I'm pretty sure you won't do this, but if you remember that guy, this was recent too. He let all the people out of jail, and I think he took their spot. He went to jail instead. Now, I'm not saying that's your intrusive thought, but it could be some type of intrusive thought that could get you in trouble. Be careful of those ones. Seriously. Uh, Yeah, the naked truth. Yeah, you could be playing like video games with your nieces or nephews or like friends or something. I don't know why I heard somebody eating flowers. Who's eating flowers? But who knows? The rate of things going, who knows what's really beneficial for you, right? So I don't know. Maybe you will try something different, like a different kind of food or something else that could be like healing, and you test it out to see if it works. Maybe you're going to like some type of spiritual shop or something, or maybe you'll get a tarot reading in person, or something like that. This one girl ate the dirt and the mud off the ground. Hey Kizay, I said hello to you earlier. Hope all is well. Make sure you decide on the description box so you know what's going on in this live stream. Thank you. Yeah, I feel like you are going to be working towards, again, living more in the moment, getting out, like taking actions toward your life instead of like wishing on a star, thinking things are going to fall out of the sky for you, daydreaming, lying in your bed, fantasizing all day. You know what I mean? I feel like you're finally like getting out of some of that energy, yeah, and coming into like the main character in your life, the star kind of thing, and like being more open to receiving love, not closed off. Because maybe you were like a little closed off to love and you didn't even know. Even if it wasn't with romantic love, it could have been like you were closed off to friends or other things like that. Maybe you only cared about like romantic love, and then you kind of forgot like, oh, I do have really good friends, or this is going on, that is going, or I got really good, nieces and nephews that love me, or my pet really loves me, or it's not always just the romantic love, right? You know, you could be getting like if you ordered something, it could be coming faster than you expected. Somebody could be buying you some jewelry, maybe like a necklace, or I don't know, or maybe somebody's buying you a wig, or I don't know, somebody's treating you. You could be finally learning to do the splits or something that you've been wanting to do physically. Maybe you make your own seafood boil. Maybe that was on your list. Whatever's on your list, I feel like you're knocking some of the stuff off, whether small or big. At least it's progress, right? You know. Maybe you're getting good news from the doctor. Oh, you don't have a cavity. Oh, this. Oh, that. Good news. Yeah, you could be going to like the museum or the aquarium. I don't know why I feel like you could be studying anatomy or something like that, or psychology or something. Maybe this is more future energy. But yeah, I hope they give you clarity. That's what I'm seeing, it's coming for you so far. Yeah, Five of Pentacles, Death card, Justice, Six of Swords, Ace of Cups, Ten of Cups, Four of Cups, the Hierophant, Knight of Swords, the World card, the Three of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups. Yeah. You said you realized you was a bit closed off. Yeah. I definitely realized that too. Did if you eat anything, octopus, crickets, yep. I ain't gonna lie. Well, I don't know. Who knows? In my way, way future, I mess around and try a cricket. I'm not trying no octopus though. I know that for a fact I would never try that. But a cricket, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, you do have a yes or no that goes along with this, so let me know. Just gonna go ahead and shuffle, reshuffle, get these old cards out the way. Sometimes you never know what you'll do until you're actually in the situation. But I feel like I know for 100% sure I would never try octopus. But there might be a possibility with the cricket. He's on some yucky. Ew. I done tried deer. I done tried, dang, what's that one thing called? But I mean, we didn't already ate some stuff already. It's just the fact that we're used to it as to why we don't see it as a problem. But we didn't already ate lobsters and all that other stuff. So, but to each his own. Everybody got their own little preference and prerogative, whatever. I don't just try to not judge anyone because it ain't going in my body. So you're welcome. Thank you. I know. I definitely want me a seafood boil. I can't afford it right now. I've already been going crazy and going into my savings, which I shouldn't have. So I definitely can't go into it for that. Trying to save for a new car, and it would just be foolish to take out of my car money for a little seafood boil. Let me get my car first, and then I can celebrate with the seafood boil. You know what I mean? Good recording here for Leandra Clark, please, Spirit. Good recording here for Leandra Clark, please, Spirit. Will Leandra's next relationship be with a new person or a past person that they've already experienced in their life, like an ex? Will Leandra's next relationship, romantic committed relationship, be with a new person that they're not really aware of at this moment, or a past person like an ex? Clarify for me, please. Thank you. Ooh, ooh, damn. What the heck? Oh, I guess I'm gonna have to get all the way up because I don't know where that card fell. Yep, falls down. Okay. Oh. I feel like it would be. I see. Here's another one. I know y'all hate these yes, no's, maybe ones, but I feel like this is like a dependent on energy. It's like, hear me out. I feel like it could be with a new person, but you have free will, and depending on what type of free will you choose, it can be the past person. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. So I definitely feel like it would be, a new person. But if you're too impatient, to wait for a new person to come along, then I think you will go ahead and like keep dealing with past energy, if that makes sense. Yeah, because with this Ace of Cups, we always know Ace talks about new. But then we got this Seven of Pentacles, and I'm like, what is that? And I was like, I see exactly what it is. You know what I mean? So it's like, if you're not patient enough for this new love, you could go on this, again, you could choose like a past love that may or may not really be good for you kind of thing. And maybe it's not because the King of Swords is in reverse. So, mm. Yeah, I feel like this will be a connection where it's more so of like a you need the person and not in a codependent way. It's like more so someone you need and not necessarily want. So maybe right now you're going after the type to where it's like you want the person, but they're not so necessarily good for you, or it's not what you need. But it's like the new love that's for you is like someone who's really good for you and you need, but you might overlook them because the love they're giving is kind of like tough love. And maybe that's something you're not used to or you don't like, or, again, you're just kind of like used to the ones that you want kind of thing. This could also be, the energy of like, um, maybe you are a little bit, and no offense, in your masculine energy to where you kind of like chase the guys. But it's like with this new person, they're more so in their masculine. They would have to chase you, so they will get you in your feminine, which you might not be so used to. You know what I mean? And maybe it's because how you were raised or whatever, to where maybe you're not so used to being in your feminine energy. Yeah, because we got the Empress out here. You know what I mean? So again, it could be like, you're not used to kind of thing. It's kind of boring to you, but it's not necessarily boring to you. You're just not used to it. You know what I mean? Maybe you're not really used to someone who's like really, really like up on you, chasing you. They're consistent. Maybe you're used to connections where it's like you always had issues with the people. It was inconsistent. You were the main one reaching out. Yada yada. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. And like with this, is gonna be like different. So it's probably gonna be a little bit more challenging. Yeah, it's like this new person will be like a breath of fresh air, very stable, very, again, exactly what you need. And I feel like they will be more patient. You could be a little impatient. You know what I mean? It could be certain things where y'all have differences, but that doesn't mean that like, oh, this is not a person, or it's not automatically not gonna work out, or it's a bad thing. It's not a bad thing to have differences. I mean, you're individuals, right? So we have in a few weeks' time. Could be in a few weeks' time. Could be whatever time. We don't control time. But I'm pretty sure if you like work on self love more, they could come in faster. You know what I mean? You look at that, it says you could be your own knight. None of these options has what it takes. And that's talking about currently, because again, it's saying new person. It says none of these options have what it takes. Long hair, don't care. Spirit's saying, remember, you're trying to be a wife. So it's like, ask yourself this currently. Does any of your options right now, do you think they're like really gonna like make you a wife, or do you see them as like husband material, or like, it's like be honest with yourself with what like is going on, not potential. Maybe you're seeing potential, but spirit is like, we're not we're not looking at potential. We're looking at, is it actually what it is, or is it not? You know what I mean? So it's like we're not looking at potential as it like it has to be more than like potential. Or maybe you're trying to make the connection to something that it's not, you know? Yeah, we got the Two of Swords. Communication is key to winning Gemini. That goes some impatience and some indecisiveness. Yeah, gain some more confidence. Yeah. This person could like come in your dreams. I remember one time I did have like a dream of like a future person. We didn't end up together kind of thing, but I think it was like letting me know that that person was going to be soon a part of my life. So that was interesting. Yeah, I feel like this will be someone you are able to brag on. But it's like you'll have to make a choice on if you're going to choose this past person that you're used to, or are you going to take the risk of something like different from someone new. But yeah, I hope they gave you clarity about the Empress twice, Hermit, Four of Swords, King of Swords in reverse, Ace of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. Oh, I didn't even notice that. I was looking more so at the Ace of Cups. But yeah, that's another confirmation that it's a new person, Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. Yes, much love. The roof is on fire. But no, I don't know why I heard in your read, who let the dogs out? I don't know if anybody's making their race or fight. Hopefully not fight or something. I don't know. I don't know what that's about though. But who let the dogs out? Who let the people was also saying like, what was that song actually about? Because some people was like, it's not literal. Some people say it's not little dogs that it was letting out. It was like dog men going to the clubs and stuff like that. And then some people said no, it's about ugly women. Like who let the ugly women out? And then they were just saying like all things that the song really could mean. And I was like, hey, I don't know what this is, but I know it's a good song. The list is open for anyone that wants to donate. If you donate now, you'll be the first person on the list or at the start of the list. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, and notification before all the good stuff. Check out the community post where I post collective readings that you may resonate with. I'm also going live now and doing collective readings. Once I get a little bit more storage on my phone and my camera, I'll do some of the collective readings pre-recorded. Um, Suggest some video ideas you have for this channel. Yes, I'm doing all kind of readings except mediumship at this time. Claim your donations. Sometimes your YouTube name may be different from PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, or Chime. Well, I'm not really using Venmo right now. Just kind of like taking a pause on that. But um, yeah, I think that's all to really mention. Most things are in the description box. If it's not there, please let me know and I will inform you. Thank you for coming in and choosing me as your reader at this time. But yep, as you can see by the title, we got a buy one, get free yes or no that goes along with your question. So even if you just buy like a yes or no, then you can get a free yes or no to go along with it. If you buy a full question, then you get a free yes or no to go along with it, and so forth. What do you mean? The channel reading could be about anything. It could be channel messages from your lover, channel messages in spirit, whoever. Channel messages from your future spouse. You know. Oh, 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 oh. I used to deal with future spouse readings. I feel you. I don't think I ever got a future spouse reading. If I did, it was probably only like once. I was so more so concerned about like the people in the current energy because they was fucking up. Oh man. But yeah, I got a point to where it's like I don't even want to ask no questions. It's like whatever happens at this point happens. You know, my love life had picked up, but then it went back downhill. My finances, they aren't that bad, but they definitely could be a little better. My mental state, even though I'm grieving a love lost one, I also feel like he's my spirit guide now, and he's like pushing me to like be more mentally strong and live my best life. So it's kind of like I'm grieving, but then I also feel a little good because I know that he's pushing me kind of thing. It's like ironic, but um, I'm working out more. doing a little bit better saving money. I'm celebrating the fact that I don't have diabetes because it runs in my family. So I'm happy about that. But it's like, I don't think I really have no questions right now, you know? It's like, it is what it is right now. uh, like, one part of me is like, whatever, who cares? Whatever comes to me. If it don't come to me, whatever, I don't care no more. The other part of me is like, I feel B Simone, if you know who she is. I'm like, where's my boyfriend? You know what I mean? Because I was just in a relationship, but then, things didn't really, it didn't end too bad, but then it didn't really, work out all like that either. Just certain things we couldn't agree on. Like, he was more so rushing. I wanted to take a little bit more slower. It was like, other stuff going on, but it's like, where's my boyfriend? You know what I mean? Like, where's my man? Where's my husband? Like, okay, now, come on out, universe, spirit, whatever you want to call it. But the other part of me is like, just more so focused on my finances and going with the flow. Thank you, Leandra. Yes, I feel him like, I definitely feel like I feel him strongly. Like, I feel like I knew him behind, like, whenever he was like trying to put on a facade and ego and different things like that. You know, it's like, come on, my clock is ticking. I'm ready to have kids. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for that. I'm ready for the new chapter. Come on. But then another part of me is like, hey, whatever. So it's like, I don't even know what to ask. If I was to ask a tarot thing right now, I wouldn't even know what to ask. And I don't want to get a general reading because I don't want them to like pick up on basic stuff that I already know. Because that's most part. That's what a general reading is. It's gonna be stuff you probably already kind of know for real. So it's like, if went to go get a journal reading, they probably gonna be like, oh, you're going through grief, this, that, and it's like, I already know that kind of thing. You know what I mean? And yes, it's accurate and all that, but it's like, I want to hear something more specific. I want to hear something more about the future. I want to, you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't even know what to ask. So I already know I'm saving for a new car. I already know what the finances looking like. I don't even care to have a 9 to 5 job right now. A lot of people are getting fired or they're not hiring people. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't even know what to ask. You can help me figure out a question to ask. 'Cause I don't even know what to ask. It's like, I want a question, but I don't know what to ask. And then some of the stuff that I did come up to ask, I was like, maybe that's a stupid question. Because I was gonna ask, should I be like would I be good at being like a choreographer, instructor, and stuff like that? Because dancing is like one of my passions. So it's like, but then I don't know if it's that's like stupid, especially if I know that like I'm good at it. So I don't know. Oh, thank you, love. Okay, hon, let me know. If you guys want to watch the most recent collective readings, I can go ahead and put the links in the chat here. It really is crazy how life goes. Sometimes it feels fake as fuck, and it's like, it's really like you feel like you live in a matrix. It's like, what is going on? Like, this can't be real life. And it just makes me think deeply about like afterlife and different things like that. I know for a fact that like our spirit is real. I definitely had a couple astral travels and projections before to know enough that that shit is real. But still, it's like, okay, we know that's real, but still, after that, like, what do you really do? Where do you really go? Like, you know what I mean? It like makes me wonder because I definitely had that experience before, where it's like I had an out of body experience and like I did whatever I did, and then I got back into my body. You know what I mean? So I know we do that, but it's like, other than that, I don't know, and that's kind of scary to me. You say, "Oh, I'll stop talking about it if you don't like hearing stuff about that." uh, like a slap in the face, yeah. Especially if you're not facing reality. I definitely know I'm the type that doesn't like face reality too much, and that could be because of my rising sign, which I think it has a little bit to do with Pisces. So it's like I'm a dreamer anyway, and like fantasy and like sometimes I can be in a little bit of la la land and I avoid like reality, and I might take a nap to avoid the craziness that's going on in my life. But then when I wake back up, reality, boom, you're still going through it. Surprise, you know what I mean? Like so, for me, I definitely noticed about myself. It's a little bit harder for me to accept reality based on again my birth chart. I feel like it's like some truths I can't really handle. At least not in that moment. It's like maybe it'll take me a little while, and then it's like, okay, I can handle the truth now. Wherever that truth is. Capricorn in your chart. No wonder why you're. Ah, ooh, who is this? What the heck? Yep, make or break you, or not even make and break. It's like once you know what they are, you can kind of like learn to like use them to your advantage or navigate them or stuff like that. Like if I keep reminding myself that, I have a Pisces, maybe Sagittarius, maybe both on the cups rising, then I can learn, why certain things are. Like a Sagittarius rising, the person might not be that detailed. And sometimes I'm not that detailed and stuff. That's why sometimes when I explain things, people don't understand and I have to explain it even more because I might not be giving much details. And then with the Pisces rising, it's again that it's that dreamy, it's that emotional. And sometimes I can be a little sensitive and some people see it as like very sensitive. And I understand why people with Aquarius risings I don't connect with as much because they're on the way opposite end of my, you know, emotional ass, they're like really nonchalant to that. So I might assume that like, oh, you're narcissistic, you're cold hearted and stuff. But maybe that has nothing to do with it. Maybe it just has to do with that they have a Aquarius rising. You know what I mean? So I had to learn like those things. Cancer rising. Big crybaby. I love them though, yeah. I definitely can be. And sometimes I'm crying more for the other person's pain and trouble. And it's like, why are you crying? I'm barely even crying for my own self. you know? I could be a little dramatic sometimes. But then my Virgo Venus, I feel like keeps me down to earth, and that's where I get my humor from. And then I have a Libra Sun. That's where I get my like, romanticism and stuff like that from, and my indecisiveness and my, you know, clumsiness. I feel like. Then I have like a Cancer and Mars. That's where I get a little bit of my crazy side from. uh, Or no, actually, I think it's a Leo and Mars. I had to go back. It's one of them, but it's like definitely. And I can be a little piggy too with my Virgo and Venus as well. Thank you, love. You can post when you're ready. Let me go congratulate this person real quick. They get married. I want to shout them out real quick. My bad, love. I do apologize, but all right, I'm back. I got my fan on a little. Hopefully, it's not making too much noise, but it is hot. It's like 90 degrees. It's still can turn on my lower setting, but channel messages. Thank you, love. This is one of our hottest days we done had thus far. Well, not thus far, but at least this year, I feel like. I don't know how I'm gonna survive this freaking summer. I don't know if it's too noisy or not. Good acronym here for Leandra Clark, please, Spirit. Good acronym here for Leandra Clark, please, Spirit. Thank you. Which channel messages does I get his name. Does Excel have for Leandra at this time? Which channel messages does Excel has for Leandra at this time? Which channel messages does Excel have for Leandra at this time? Where them fans at? Where them fans at? E, where them fans at? Where them fans at? We don't play around. I like how things were in the beginning. I wanted to go with the flow and take my time. I don't necessarily see a future, but I want to see if I will see a future with you, or at least that's what I wanted. I admit that I don't make a lot of sacrifices. I can be a little selfish. Like I might not move towns for love. I've been trying to manifest love, and you kind of fit the picture. I want to go against the norms and break societal norms with you. I can't give you more than you give yourself. I want us to be mentally aligned with like the same mindset, the same like intelligence, or you smarter than me. I want to have a bold, risky relationship, or at least that's what I'm looking for. To where we just randomly go see a movie late hours at night, just me and you in the movie theater, or we sneak in the movie theater, or again, just very adventurous. Hmm. Might have to clarify that. I have wild sexual fantasies that you might not agree with. Hmm. Who knows? Maybe he wants to be pegged, or maybe it's like they don't mind if a I don't know. Hopefully it's not that. Another guy sleeps with you, or like he watches you with the girl on girl. You can have like maybe even wilder fantasies than that, but it's like they're pretty sure that you might not be into it. They could want to go to like a spa with you, or like one of those places where they get like the ear wax out kind of thing. I just heard sex ain't better than love. I've been out here in these streets and I learned that sex ain't better than love. I think they also could be like, I don't know if it's like, um, well, let me go back to the channel mode. We could have different religions, or my family's very strict on our culture. When we have dinner, it's certain meals that you can't put ketchup on, or it has to be a specific way all the time. It cannot be altered. I might want to change your eating habits or how you eat. Yeah. I'm a mama's boy, or again, I'm stuck in some of my ways. Yeah, it's like sometimes I could be selfish. Again, it's given mainly like sexually. It's like if you were to have a headache, they still could like want oral from you or something like that. And it's like they realize they need to be a little more compassionate. Or it's like you like animals, I don't, or vice versa, or like some differences. I just heard I love all women. I'm friendly to women. So maybe that's something you'll never get over. Like if they like other women pictures, or like, you know, greet other women, or like they're respectful. I don't know why I heard Waterburger. I don't know if y'all went there, if he wants to go there with you or something like that. I don't want to hear about your exes. I want to drink liquor out of your belly button. I like to rub noses together. I want to pin you up against a wall. You must attend my family dinners. And again, you have to eat what we eat. I am more financially stable than you know. I'm insecure about my genitals. Maybe they're insecure about their balls. Maybe one's bigger than the other. Who knows? I don't know. They have some insecurities. I will not defend you if it. Ooh, I don't like this one. But then I can kind of understand this one. It's like they want to avoid drama as much as possible. So it's like if you get into an altercation with another man, they probably would not like defend. They'll probably just like grab you and walk you out or something. I just keep hearing like, "Show me your tits, do this, do that." So maybe they like for you to flash them, or like when they say "show me tits," they like expect it or something. I wonder if you'll like make it past a certain stage. All of my exes or past people didn't get the approval of my family or make it past a certain stage. If you want a heart to heart conversation, come get it. I love when you blush, or maybe your face just turns red. Or I love when you rub my face. Again, you're the most beautiful African American woman I know. I don't want to be miles and miles away. I also don't want to be a burden on you because I know certain things that I do that you might not accept. Again, I could have certain sexual fantasies that you might not go along with, or you might not want to change like your religion or like your eating habits or, some of your culture. Or maybe you don't like the fact that I cuss a lot, or I don't like the fact that you cuss a lot. I can really show you the finer things if you allow me. I just want to have a good time. But for now, let's just take a break and see what we truly want for ourselves. We can build an empire together, a power couple that everyone envies. I'm trying to be like the number one couple. I have a goal. Dating you is like being in a maze. I'm trying to find clever ways to win you over. You are an amazing parent, or you will be an amazing parent. 717, let's have astral sex. Am I your face? I said, am I your face? Am I your first interracial guy that you dated? So they could want to like feel special. Like, say for instance, it's like, am I the first fat guy you dated, or not? Let me not use fat. That could be offensive. Am I the first, I don't know, big guy you dated, or I'm the first Chinese guy you dated, or it's like they could feel special if they're like the first in some kind of way. Who taught you how to give oral? Maybe they feel like you give some good oral, or you possibly could give some, and it's like they could be curious about like how you learn. I want to admire you, so it's like if things don't work out, it's like they still could like want to admire you. Want to go to a karate class together. Yeah, I heard sex in front of the fireplace. You're sexy but classy. I will show you where my safe is, or where he keeps his gun. Like maybe he's trying to like really like be impressive or something. I want to choke you, pin you against the wall once again. Pull your hair while I hit it from the back. We can pinch each other's nipples. Safe sex is better, or is the best sex. Yeah, I'm hearing. What would you, if we had kids? What would you name them? You smell so good. Yeah, so I hope they gave you clarity. I hope you got something out of that. It looks like, again, it's kind of like the same as the other read. They just want to go with the flow, nothing serious. They want to be single. They like you. They see a little potential, but they're not 100% sure. They don't feel like it's a lot that they can go off on. They want to get to know you a little bit better. And then maybe they'll know, like, if they want to, like, move forward more seriously or not. But it's like they could want to know more important questions. They could want to see your personality a little bit more. They could want to, again, see you more confident and not strong over them, kind of thing. So it's pretty much the same thing, but a little bit more, you know what I mean? A little bit more to it. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles, Two of Cups, Five of Pentacles, the Fool card, Eight of Wands, Knight of Cups, Knight of Swords, Ace of Cups, Justice, Ten of Cups, Devil card, Seven of Swords, the Five of Swords, the Three of Cups. Yeah, so I feel like, you know, again, they might unblock you and see if you're like willing to go with the flow and stuff like that. But it's like if you're still like trying to rush into like commitment or something like that, it's like they might pull away again. So they be having like their options open. If you had a yes or no that goes along with this, let me know. You're welcome. Thank you. Got the club going up on a Tuesday. Got your girl in the and she club going up. Wow, I've been here for 3 hours. Woo. God, green for Leandra Clark. Does Excel have love for Leandra? Does Excel have love for Leandra? No. They like you, definitely, but have love for no. And again, if it's new, that makes perfect sense. If they don't like have love or love you, because again, they could need to again like know you more, and again, like they were saying, see more of your personality. But if they did, like, it could be confusing if they said, if you asked or something like that, or they said it and they're like, yeah, I do have love for you. It could have came out of like trying to be nice and not trying to hurt your feelings kind of thing. But it's like, yeah. But I definitely feel like it could have the potential to grow into it. But it's like you have to build a bond. So if you just met this person, then I can completely understand why they don't like have love for you or love you, you know? Because it's like I have to still like get used to you, get to know you, like more things about you than just your face. You know what I mean? So they kind of like where it was going a little at first. They like how you look, but again, I don't think they have like feelings. Oh, I'm sorry if it's been over 2 years. Yeah, they might just like the chemistry you got and not nothing serious. Then I'm sorry. Yeah. Did you really know him over 2 years, or did you like just know of him for 2 years? Because that's a difference as well. You know what I mean? Like maybe it was off and on for 2 years, or like you dated a little bit, kind of got off, came on. Like it kind of depends on that too. I feel like too, because it might not be so bad if like yes you known of him for 2 years, because then you still wasn't building a bond, so it still makes sense of like why it's not a lot of love for you either. So if it's been like off and on, then it's kind of like how could I really get attached? You know what I mean? That if that makes sense. Y'all didn't bond, yeah. So it's like it might not be that bad either too. If it was like yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, like if somebody kept blocking it off, like he kept blocking you, or you kept blocking him, or y'all was always long distance, or they was always busy, or something else was going on, whatever the case may be, then it can make sense why it was like okay, y'all still not building a bond, even though you kind of like knew of this person for 2 years. And that's also what the Knight of Wands talks about. It talks about it like a on off in out. Even to talk about hit it quit it kind of thing. Even talk about a. I don't know if you guys got like that or not, but yeah, yeah. So it's a lot of like obstacles too. So that makes sense. Not everybody can do long distance. Some people can, some people definitely cannot. It's like I need to see you. Otherwise, I'm probably gonna connect with people more closer because I can see them, I can cuddle, we can go on dates, we can do this, we can do that. You know what I mean? Like for some people, it's more hard and challenging. Than others. So it could be a bad thing. It don't have to be. That's why I was like, wait a minute. What do you mean no? Like no of or like really no? Because if it's like if y'all was connecting and connecting and connecting, then it might be like a red flag that dang, they should be loving you right now, by now, right? But being that you said, oh yeah, it was on and off, we long distance, I don't think it's that bad now. You know what I mean? So I'm like, wait a minute. Hey, Ashley, what's going on, love? And it makes sense why he still kind of wants to like get to know you and like yeah, it's like every time y'all go out of communication and y'all come back, it's like kind of got to get to know them all over a little bit, because people change. It's like this one guy I was talking to the other day. We used to work at McDonald's together. He's like an ex coworker, but I haven't talked to him like the longest time ever. And like just like a week ago, I was talking to him and he was like, "You know me," and like I was playing, but I also wasn't playing. I'm like, technically no, because it's been over 10 years. So I knew you when you were 10 years ago. But to you now, I have to relearn you. You know what I mean? Because you could have changed for the worse, or maybe you did change for the better, or maybe you're still a little bit of the same, or I don't know. You know what I mean? So it's like I have to kind of learn you all over again. Yeah, yeah, and that's what the Five of Swords talks about too: a return, reconciliation. So it's like y'all keep being in that phase, and it's like not moving along. Seven of Swords, Lovers, Judgment, Ace of Wands, Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands, Six of Wands, a lot of Wands. But yeah, okay, clarity. So again, could be a good thing, could be a bad thing, depends on. Because for some people, it could be on and off simply because it's just not the person for you and it's not working. For others, it could just be like, somebody needs to work on being a little bit more consistent. Maybe they're depressed or something else to where it's not more consistent. And then, maybe the connection could be better. So it's just use your intuition. It definitely depends. You're welcome, love. Thank you. Cornbread fed. Oh, thank you, Leandra. You as well. Like, live your life. Let the love come to you. You know, whatever's meant for you will be. I already can feel the new chapter happening in my life, and I'm just excited and I can't wait. Despite what I'm going through, it's like this other part of me has this new, fresh energy. It's like a part of me feels like been lost, but then it's like a part of me that's like I got new life inside of me. I don't know how to explain it. Maybe it's like a rebirth. I feel like maybe I'm going through like a rebirth phase or something. Like yeah, I guess like a transformation of Phoenix rising from the ashes or whatever you want to call that stuff. Yeah, it feels like a rebirth. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. God has all. Yes. Probably turn this fan off now. To cool down now. Oops. Time is it? Ooh.